Now, ahead of a looming ground offensive in the southern Gaza city of Rafah, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu directed his military to prepare to evacuate an estimated 1.3 million people in the city. In an interview, Prime Minister Netanyahu criticized calls for Israel to avoid carrying out a military offensive inside Rafah. He added that those who tell them not to enter Rafah are basically saying, lose the war and keep Hamas in Gaza. This comes as Israel is continuing with its offensive inside the Gaza Strip. Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 17 people in Rafah on the Gaza border overnight. At least 117 people have been killed and more than 150 injured in just the last 24 hours in Gaza. The health ministry in Gaza reports that the total death toll from the Israeli offensive now stands at over 28,000 people. Almost 68,000 more have been left injured. This as millions in the congested strip have been displaced by strikes and bombings continuously. On the other hand, the Israeli military claimed that aircraft killed 3 Hamas members in Rafah, including 2 senior military operatives. Meanwhile, Palestinian police said that at least 5 officers were killed in Israeli airstrikes in the southern city. Israeli military has also claimed to have discovered a tunnel network hundreds of meters long and running partly under UNRWA's Gaza headquarters. They have called it new evidence of Hamas's exploitation of the main relief agency for Palestinians. In a statement, UNRWA said that it had vacated the headquarters on October 12th last year, 5 days after the war began, and was therefore unable to confirm or otherwise comment on the Israeli finding. This comes as cross-border strikes are also continuing. In the latest, Israeli fighter jets struck 3 Hezbollah military command centers in southern Lebanon. The military's aircraft and artillery also struck additional Hezbollah locations across the Lebanese-Israeli border. At that time, Iran's foreign minister was in the country to meet with Hezbollah's leader and discuss the powerful paramilitary grouping's ongoing clashes with Israeli forces. Iran's top diplomat has now warned that a full-blown attack on Lebanon would spell the end of Israeli Premier Benjamin Netanyahu.
Any move by the Zionist regime for a large-scale attack on Lebanon will spill the end of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the end of the current situation in the region.
Furthermore, Iranian foreign minister has said that Iran and the United States have exchanged messages throughout Israel's 4-month-old war on Hamas in Gaza, including about Lebanese armed group Hezbollah. According to reports, Israel plans to send a delegation just next week to Cairo. The team will be led by Mossad director, the Shin Bet head, and also retired Major General Nitzan Alon. They are set to meet CIA Director Bill Burns, Egyptian Intelligence Director and the Qatari Prime Minister Al Thani to deliberate on efforts to secure the hostages' release.